Hi guys, it's Hannah. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about sorority recruitment. So this year recruitment's going to be a little bit different because of the pandemic, but I thought I'd still take some time to go over the basics of sorority recruitment and what it's going to be like. This video is just the very basics of Rush. It's not going to be what to wear, what to put in your bag. I'm gonna save that for another video. So yeah, so the first thing I want to talk about is recruitment packets. So a recruitment packet is basically just the folder that you put your headshot, your resume, and your letters of rec in. One thing that I would like to say about the resume is really use this to help yourself stand out. Include everything you can on your resume, every club you did, any volunteer work, your jobs. You know, I put YouTube on mine, but no matter how small or inconsequential you think something is, still put it on there because it matters. So the next thing in these packets would be your headshot. I know a lot of girls just use their senior pictures. That's what I did, but you can also use any like professional photo that might be taken of you. I wouldn't overthink the headshot too much though, honestly. Your senior picture would do just fine. A lot of girls do that, so don't worry about it too much. One of the things that is recommended for your little packet is to get letters of recommendation. Now, I know it's really hard for some people to get letters of recommendation. A really popular question is like, what do I do if I don't know anybody in a sorority? Well, I didn't know anybody in a sorority when I went through Rush, so do not worry about it. What I did was upload a picture to Facebook, and I basically put all of those sororities in Alabama, and I said, hey, if anybody could help me get letters of rec for these sororities, it would be greatly appreciated. And don't worry, because one woman will know another woman who is in another sorority, and honestly, the alumna are really helpful when it comes to recommendation letters. And the letters also don't have to be from people who went to the University of Alabama. It could be from any school. As long as it's from that sorority, you're good, you're fine, don't worry. But if you can't get a letter for every house, don't worry. If there's a mutual interest between you and a sorority, the sorority will find a way to get you a letter of rec, and there will be no problems. However, if you do get letters of rec, I highly recommend thanking the women who wrote those letters for you and took the time out of their day to recommend you to a sorority. So I'd highly recommend writing a written letter to them or sending them a little treat. That's what I did. But, you know, just be nice to them, because they're doing you a solid. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is it possible to not get a bid. As bad as it sounds, yes, it is possible to end up with no house. I really only think this will happen if you don't maximize your options. And there's a few ways that you can maximize your options. One way to do this, it's gonna sound so cheesy, but be yourself. You do not want to pretend to be somebody that you're not during Rush. Trust me, I know it can be easy to get like caught up and want to like change and, you know, start fresh in college, but being true to yourself is going to be the best way to find a house. That way you can find people who are just like you and find a place where you fit in and you feel comfortable. The last thing you want to do is end up in a house where you don't feel comfortable, and then it kind of ruins the whole Rush experience. Literally everybody is going to tell you to trust the process, but it works. Trust me, the process is phenomenal and you will find the place that you want to be. Another way to maximize your options is please go to every house. This will not only maximize your options, but it will give you a chance to learn as much as you can about each house that you get back. You may find that if you didn't like a house one day, that you really like it the next day, and you might change your mind and it might become your top house. You never know. So please just go to every party. don't ignore houses, and you know, just have fun with it. Rush is supposed to be a fun time. I know it seems very stressful. I was so scared to rush when I was a freshman, but I promise it's actually a lot of fun. You meet a lot of people and you find the place you're meant to be at. Your home, if you will. I know girls worry about getting their #1 house, but if you don't get your #1 house back, maybe you were not meant to be there in the first place. I know that's kind of bad to say, but the mutual selection process really does work. Please do not stress about it, and try to go into every house with an open mind. So that brings us back to trusting the process. If a house that you really like ends up dropping you, just remember it's for the best, because why would you want to be in a house that dropped you when there are so many houses that might want you? I wasn't really going to get into how to dress in this video. I want to make a more in-depth video about that, but one thing I do want to say is please follow the guidelines that Alabama Panhellenic gives you. I know I was really scared because I had a little bit of a different style than what I saw other girls wearing, but at the end of the day, none of it mattered. I guess just all I can say is follow the guidelines they give you, but make sure that you're still showing yourself through what you wear. Another big concern that I had when I was rushing was hazing. I know that a lot of you are probably scared about this, but Alabama does not haze at all. I know a lot of people always ask me if there was a lot of hazing, and I can honestly say absolutely not. There was no hazing whatsoever. So yeah, no hazing at all. We're good. Another thing I would like to say before I wrap up, what works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. Don't look at Greek rank. Don't listen to other people when they're saying, oh, this house is better than the other. That's not true. No house is better than the other. We are all equal. I don't know where this came from, but no house is better than the other. That's as simple as I can put it. So please don't listen to this ranking system. Each house on campus is wonderful, and it all comes down to what works for you. Also, once you are in a house, that is not the only people you will talk to. I mean, I'm in DZ, and some of my best friends are also DZs, but I have friends that I met during recruitment, and I have friends that you know, are in other houses that I met after. Whether it was in class or from other friends that I made, you're not stuck once you're in a house. Those are not the only girls you will be friends with. That's like a common assumption that I hear sometimes, and that is not the case at all. So yeah. So the last thing I want to say is please, once again, just trust the process. I don't know how Rush is gonna look this year, but I'm sure you guys are going to have amazing conversations and have the best time, and I hope you all find your home just like I did. If you have any questions at all or any concerns, please feel free to drop a comment below on this video or DM me on Instagram, and I'd be happy to answer them. But yeah, good luck. I cannot wait to meet all of you. And maybe some of us will even be sisters. Okay. All right, bye.